Hey guys, I'm back. This is the second video to go up on my channel. I've decided that I think I'm going to try and do like Vlogsember or Vlogmas, whatever we want to call it. I started right at the beginning of December, so why not, right? So today's video is mainly, sorry, I have to talk kind of quiet because my daughter's sleeping. Today's video is mainly just going to be me talking about just what's been going on with me within these past couple days. I think I told you guys already that I'm a respiratory care major at school. And that was kind of, well, to give a little bit of background, I started in school fall of 2015. Got pregnant with my daughter in winter of 2016, so I had only done my fall semester, and then I dropped down to part-time for the spring semester, and then I took a bit of a break, and I just now going back this fall. I started off that fall semester of 2015 as a nursing major, and then I decided that I wasn't quite sure that's what I wanted to do, and I wanted something more creative. So what I did was actually switch to being a music major, which was a complete show. I played viola from about 5th grade up until I was a senior in high school, and apparently I wasn't too good, because that's what I found out once I got into the actual program. Not very good at all, actually. So, just with all the different feelings I was having with my daughter coming and everything, and just not feeling very great about the program, just not being quite up to par with the rest of the people that were in it, and just some really nasty professors and people I was studying under, I just decided that, this is not for me, and I'm going to take a break from school. And then I went and I got my aesthetics license in skincare and makeup, and so I'm now a certified esthetician. I did that, and then I worked for a little while, and I decided, I just don't want to work the rest of my life where I'm working. I want to earn a degree. I just want that for myself, and I want to just know that that was something that I was able to accomplish. I've always been a person that sets my success at a very high level for myself. It's something that I wanted to do. And so I kind of was unsure what I wanted to go back to school for, but I knew I wanted to go back and get a degree in something. Kind of first issue right there. And so I actually had a girl that I went to high school with mention to me doing respiratory care, and I had never even heard of a respiratory therapist or knew what they did. Sort of similar to a nurse for people who don't know what it is. The only difference being between a respiratory therapist and a nurse actually is kind of a big difference. Still both like bedside in a hospital caring for someone, but a respiratory therapist actually just specializes in the lungs, so anything having to do with the lungs. So like if someone goes into cardiac arrest, and they would respond to a code blue and help take care of that person. If someone needs a trach cleaned out, if there's mucus clogging it, you'd be the one to take care of that. You could be a person, depending on like what kind of a place you're working in, that teaches little kids how to use inhalers, or just people in general how to use inhalers and use their different breathing machines and that sort of thing. A lot of science, decent amount of math. Honestly, right now, the classes that I'm in a chemistry class. This is the actually second chemistry class I've taken. I took one when I first started at my school for nursing, but I actually need a separate chemistry course for respiratory therapy, so I had to take it over. Kind of struggling in there right now. I have 17 credit hours this semester, and doing that with a 2-year-old is insane. Don't ever do it. I don't recommend it whatsoever. It's extremely stressful and it's just awful. It's not good for your health. I had to do 17 credit hours this semester, and I would have to do 16 next semester in order to get into the summer program. And they only accept in the summer once a year. So if I didn't do those credit hours, and this is because I dropped down to part-time when I was there last, and so I'm kind of at a weird number of things that I have to get done before this program in the summer. If I fail a class, if I need to take something over, I have to wait an entire another year to get into the program, which means in order to keep the scholarship that I do have, because I do have a scholarship, very fortunate, I worked very hard in high school and I did earn a scholarship. Because of the scholarship I do have to maintain a certain amount of credit hours in order to keep that scholarship, and so I would have to just put on some, if I fail one class, like my chemistry class that I'm not doing hot in, that I have failed an exam, and I think I may have possibly failed another one today. It's a lot, even with having taken chemistry multiple times in the past. It's just with a 2-year-old, there's just not enough time to get all the studying in for 17 credit hours of classes, and so some of them lack, and some I have A's in, some I'm doing awesome in, but some it's just a lot of material, and it's very hard to cover all of that. If I fail this chemistry class, there's no way that I can add it on to my 6 classes I already would have to take in the spring. And so I'd be pushed back another year, and I'd have to add on more classes just to be able to maintain my scholarship classes that I don't even need. And so after having a total mental breakdown last night, my daughter just caught an awful cold, and when I tell you that she was up every 15 minutes last night from 11 p.m. until probably around 5 a.m., I'm not joking you, it was awful. So, if I look tired, I am. When I tell you that made me rethink everything, that little mental breakdown and failing this exam, it made me rethink everything. The amount of anxiety I've been experiencing these past couple days is insane. Just with overthinking everything and trying to figure it all out. So, I decided today to look into what other majors are out there and what I could possibly go into besides respiratory care. I decided that I don't enjoy this enough for all of the stress and all of the time that I'm putting into this, with 17 credit hours this semester, 16 next semester, and then everything that I'm going to be dealing with once I'm doing clinicals and all of that sort of a thing. It's just too much time and too much stress for something that I don't have a love and passion for. I chose this career because I have a 2-year-old and I need to make a good living. I would like to make a good living, I should say. And I need to be able to have insurance for myself and for my daughter. And that's just the reality of things. And so I went into this for that reason, because I know there are jobs out there for this in my area, lots of them, and I know it pays well, and I know that I can get a job right out of the gate with a 4-year degree. I don't have to go for my master's. And so that is why I chose this, not because I wanted to help save people that are dying or clean their trachs and get the mucus out of there or teach little kids how to use inhalers. That's not why I went into this. And so I just decided this isn't for me. I don't think it is. I'm sure that I could do it, and I'm sure I could be successful at it, but do I really want to work in a hospital for the rest of my life? Is that what I want to do? Do I want to spend 3 years of my life, or 2, or however long it's going to take me to be able to do this? Is it going to be worth it for me in the end? Mentally, not just monetarily, money-wise, whatever. And feeling that comfort. Is there something else that I could be doing that could still provide that comfort that maybe I just don't realize is out there, that I just am not looking into enough? And I know that I'm a creative person. My mom is an art teacher. That's how I was raised. I was raised playing music and singing and dancing and, you know, cheerleading, and that's an artsy thing, I'm telling you. And, you know, just being around a mom that's an art teacher that has a creative, like, right brain thinking sort of outlook on things. And that's how I was raised. That's just me. I didn't grow up, you know, as a mathlete, or, you know, I like science. It interests me. That's what I do, like anatomy. That's why I went into nursing in the first place too, because I do like it. But I don't have a big passion for it. And so I've really been thinking a lot about switching my major for this next semester. And I actually just talked to a girl that I went to high school with who is currently an art major, and she said she loves it. And it just, like, the idea of doing a drawing for homework, or, you know, working on something of that nature for homework instead of writing a paper or doing hundreds upon hundreds of math problems or chemistry homework, like, and just studying for exams and tests and memorizing every single muscle in the body and all these things, and like it just sounds so much more appealing to me. It's like, I need to do something creative. If I'm going to put this much time and effort into something, I need to do something creative. And I don't know, I just wanted to post this video just to show other people who are out there who might be unhappy with their major and what they're deciding, that you are not the only one. And I'm sure this is not the first time you've heard that, but I think it's just important to sit down and evaluate and look at who you are as a person, where your interests are, and not just go into things because of the money, or because it can provide health insurance in my case, or because you feel you're a mom and you feel like you need to do these things as a responsible parent, you know, and feeling that I know there's a job in this, I can get a job in this, I can get insurance with this. You know, as an arts major, I mean, you could be an art teacher if you want to go that art education route, but, you know, just to be an artist, or, you know, try and figure out something down that path, it's a little bit more risky, I'm gonna admit. And I'm not someone who, you know, is sitting down and drawing and painting all the time, to be honest, which is one of the things that kind of makes me still a little bit unsure, more on the right path than what I'm doing now. But I mean, I have done a lot of drawings in the past. I love doing like portraits, specifically of women. Like, I've done a couple of Lady Gaga. I actually have one that's in the process that I haven't worked on in quite some time that I should probably finish up eventually. I have done paintings and that sort of thing, like watercolor paintings. And I don't know, like, photography is interesting to me. I'd like to learn more about that, but just, you know, I don't know, I feel like a visual arts major would just be so much more satisfying to my soul, and I feel like that maybe is what I should try and follow for the minute. Sorry, I need a drink. Okay, I don't know, this is just how I'm feeling, guys. I don't even know if anyone's watching this video, probably not. But anyway, this is me just documenting this so I can see it in the future and just know how I was feeling about things at that exact moment, and just seeing my journey and how I progress and where I end up. And maybe one day I can show these to my daughter and she can just laugh at me. Macy. Be nice. I don't know if I have anything else to say other than happy December! Woo! I'll keep you guys updated as to what I decide to do. I don't know. I'm gonna talk to my mom when she gets home and see what she thinks, and see if she thinks that it's a route I should try and take. Because right now I'm just feeling very discouraged in the classes that I'm in. I don't really see myself doing too well in chemistry, and I don't want to be in school for another year doing stuff that I hate and having to retake chemistry. Sounds awful. I think that might be a good fit, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll keep you guys updated, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!